When I was 16, a good friend and I were out at a local convenience store late one night getting junk food. I overheard a man speaking loudly to the female clerk about his trucking rig having broke down out on US 2 not too far from the store we were in. She was telling him there wasn't much she could do, and that's when he asked a guy at the counter for a lift. The guy said no, he wasn't headed that way and left. My friend and I weren't headed in that direction either, but I thought I'd be a good Samaritan and give the guy a lift back to his truck as he seemed desperate. So we pay for our junk food and start driving down US 2. We get about 8 miles and the whole time I'm asking where the truck is, and the guy just keeps saying, "It's right up here. Not far now." There was something off about the guy. I couldn't put my finger on it, but the way he was smiling to himself and mumbling made me nervous, and from the look on my friend's face I could see he was feeling the same. We get like 20 miles outside of town, where there's nothing but forest and swamp as far as the eye can see in either direction. There are no street lights, and we hadn't passed another car our entire drive there as it's like 2 a.m. by this point. I figured we would just drop this guy off and go, but he insisted we try and help him with his truck, even though both of us told him we knew nothing about engines. We get out, and he anxiously hops into the cab of his rig and tries to turn the engine over. It makes him I want to start, but can't sounds, and the guy loudly proclaims, "See, it's not working," as if he needed to prove it to us. He gets out, lifts the hood and shines a light into the engine, so we can see. He starts pointing at things far back on the engine, and I'm just kind of watching things play out as I'm in the negative when it comes to being mechanically inclined. I notice the guy's right hand is off behind him, and he keeps motioning with the light in his left hand to the back of the engine. He looked at me and says, "Maybe if you hold this light for him toward where he's looking he could see better," and I'll go try and start it again. As he hands me the light he leaned forward a little, exposing his right hand which held a hammer tightly. I said to my friend we really needed to get going, just as headlights from a pickup truck came around the corner. The driver sees the three of us, slows and rolls down his window. He asks if everything is alright, and the trucker says, "Oh yeah, we're nearly done here." I immediately say, "Actually, do you know anything about engines, because his truck won't start and we really need to get going." The pickup driver says he does. He says he's going pull up behind us to get off the road so someone doesn't come speeding along in the dark and hit him. As he makes a U-turn and pulls into place, I watch the truck driver lean into the engine, and there's an audible click of a switch sound before he draws his hand back. He walks to the cab staring at me the entire time, climbs in and fires up the truck. It didn't hesitate or give him any kind of trouble whatsoever. He simply pulled off into the night before the pickup driver could even get out of his truck. Looking back on it, I have no doubt we came very close to being another couple of missing kids.